Well, we've reviewed your resume and looked at your application, and we unfortunately just don't think that you're a great fit for this organization. If you ever wonder why you've been disqualified or removed from the dating pool, we might have the answers for you. And if not, it's okay. You're not alone. Welcome to the group, and welcome to America's Most Unwanted. Welcome to the program. Don't mind me as I talk to Salem. Are you coming up here or not? Welcome to the program, everybody. Alongside the always fabulous Cynthia Macy, I am your hot host, Eric Heiner. And I don't mean hot just because of looks. I mean AC
broken down.
It's not even broken down. Like, it's a new unit. The thing on there, it's like, hey, I'm ready to go. You set the temperature. I know what to do. The unit's just not coming on because fuck me. That's why. Eric, things seem like they're going pretty good for you. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, how about this? Fuck off. Oh, thanks. Karma never comes for anybody harder than me.
Nope. I'm right there with you.
I give her credit. Like, some people, it's like, ooh, karma's gonna come get you. Karma wastes no time for me.
Nope.
I'm John Lennon.
Sit down, bitch. Sit back down,
karma.
bitch.
I'm just trying to think what I did yesterday to have this AC not work. I had a good day. What did I do yesterday? Let me think.
It was Monday. What was so great about that?
Monday wasn't good.
Right.
Work was a nightmare.
Uh-huh.
What did I do? I'm trying to think of my walk. Did I do anything inappropriate on my walk?
Inappropriate?
That I would have gotten karma like that the AC wouldn't work. No, I was pretty good. I was behaved yesterday. That's probably why I got it.
I'm telling you, you're not the only one. Trust me.
I'm set up by the universe to behave poorly. Universe looks and go, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. You're really quiet. Universe doesn't like when Eric's quiet and calm. Oh, yeah? Watch this.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, universe. 93 degrees. Eric, turn that AC on. Oh, okay. Hey, wait, it's not working. Yeah. Fuck you, idiot. Oh, thanks. Hope you like sweaty balls. This is great. Poor Salem's gonna be the look. He's like, I can't do shit. I opened some windows and turn the fans on today to get some circulation, and he's just panic attacking because it can hear more outside. And he's like, "What is that?"
Oh,
it's what I keep you safe from. That's what it is.
I love the rants. It's good.
And then I told you I got off the phone with Fanatics. So
yeah, that's another story.
Things are good, and we don't have any Shogun this week to talk about. So I know a lot of people weren't happy with the ending.
You.
Me. By people, I mean me. Not that I wasn't mad. I just wanted more. I wanted some war.
Well,
we kept getting glimpses of it.
Maybe.
We didn't see it, and then it just ends.
I think, maybe, but I doubt it.
Shogun fucking blue-balled me. It got me all stoked and ready for hell to break loose.
You were on fire tonight already.
Shogun and my AC unit. Both fucking blue-balling me. I am ready to go tonight. And I am behaving as one of my disqualifications. So
right, disqualified.
And you didn't even get to hear the intro yet, which again is 30 seconds, but it takes me 4 minutes to make because first of all, I'm like, I can wing it, I'm good, and then I hit record and I go, I don't know what I'm saying here, and then I got to stop it and delete it, and then I'm like, oh, I'll say this, and then. I get everything.
It's a process.
Up.
It's all a process.
It's a process. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Sixers.
But you're good. You always, you always got it. It's
cocaine's a hell of a drug. So
I have total faith in you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I trust you.
That having faith in somebody is not one of your disqualifications.
We'll get there. We will
So
get there.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
And no better time than the present. So everybody has things that they're attracted to, things that they like, things that they want, things that qualify people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to call.
But that's not this show, though.
Well, that's what I like to call foreshadowing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cliffhanger. That's cliffhanger at the beginning. So it's more like a. This isn't Thelma and Louise cliffhanger, but
right.
But then there are things that disqualify people.
Yes.
And I wonder, are the disqualifications greater than the qualifications?
Yes.
Probably.
Probably.
So let's dive into it. So what are some of your disqualifications? If you have a ranking, great. If
I don't have a ranking. I do have a number one that's like my all-time. It's like almost it drives me crazy. So that's why it's my number one. It's like the one thing that really annoys me.
Okay.
So that's gonna be like my last thing.
Oh geez. Well, how the hell is your one your last?
We're gonna go backwards. That
Lord.
one's gonna be my last one.
Fucking memento in me here. Okay. So give me one here. I'm gonna make a space here so I can write down your number one, which we are not getting to.
Now, mind you, everybody needs to know that this is like petty stuff to me.
Yeah, because we should also probably say beforehand that there are some natural disqualifications for everybody. At least there should be, right?
Well, yeah, because like, okay, for example, like when you're on these terrible dating sites, right? Everybody's putting down what their interests are, what they believe in, and all that kind of stuff. Religion, politics.
Do you like music?
Yeah. Do you like music? What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? Fuck you. That's my favorite color.
So like that's what, if that's what you're into, you have the same spiritual, whatever, or, so it's kind of along the same lines, but this is just the petty shit that drives you and I both. Well, it drives me crazy. I don't know if it drives you crazy, but it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you meet somebody out on a date, or is that what we're talking? Like you meet them out and first meet and you're just like, ugh. Yeah. Okay. I would say, okay, let me look at my list here. One of the petty things that drive me crazy are the chewing or the eating that people do.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a mouth chewer, because
a mouth chewer.
That was one of mine.
Yeah, a mouth chewer, or just the noise in general sometimes is like, no.
Yeah, like I'm already with you while we're eating. I don't need to see you eating what we're eating.
Right.
How's that steak? It looks good in your mouth.
Right. You're chewing it like a cow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's one of mine.
Okay.
So what's one of yours?
Also that was one of mine. Mouth chewers.
Yes.
So my number, again, this is scatterbrain. There's no particular order.
Okay.
Although my number one might be my number one as well.
Your number one might be your number one?
My number one might also be my number one thing.
Okay. Got it.
But and I thought of it on the walk yesterday when I was contemplating today's show. Does not like tacos. That just says, to me, that says something about your character and judgment right off the bat.
Tacos
I don't like
are
tacos.
Your number one.
Who the hell doesn't like tacos?
That's fucking great.
Everybody likes tacos. Old people like tacos. Young people like tacos. Like,
so you meet somebody and they go, I'm not into tacos. You're like this. Nope. Yeah. Bye.
Oh,
You're
you want to go get tacos? I really don't like tacos. Are you a fucking sociopath? Who does it like? You could put anything in there. Vegans like tacos. Like
Oh
you could
God, this
there's
is gonna be good.
fish, poultry, uh
Mhm.
beef, pork, whatever you want in there. You can just, like I said, you can just have straight veggies. You can put it in hard shell, soft shell, whatever.
Yes.
Everybody likes them. They're fantastic. Yeah. If you don't like tacos, I'm already looking at you like you probably have some mental problems.
Right.
It's just it's a judgment thing. So number one, tacos.
Tacos. All right. Back to me. Are we going back and forth?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Apparently we both have like 85. So
Which is terrible. Hence why there is nobody in my life. Okay. My next one is height.
so you're heightist.
I can't do short guys. I can't do it. I'm a short person.
No pun
I want
intended.
somebody way taller than me. You can't be like, 5'5", 5'6".
So
No,
what's your
that's not
cutoff
gonna work.
level? What's your cutoff level?
Like for shortness, I would
Yeah.
say like
That you won't lower the bar. No pun intended there as well. Maybe a pun.
I don't know, like 5'9" and up. 5'8" is 5'9" and up.
So 5'8" is Kenny
Mm.
Loggins to you, right? It's danger zone.
It's you got to come with other stuff if you're a 5'8"er.
Okay. If you're a 5'8"er,
Yeah, if you're a 5'8"er,
you better
you better bring the noise.
for next week's episodes, you better cross off a lot of those boxes. Okay. So you're a heightist, okay?
Yes.
Or welcome everybody for figuring that out. So one of mine, which I told you before, people who like drag their feet when they walk.
Yes.
Pick your feet up. You're not 3 years old figuring out how to walk. Pick your feet up. I scream at myself. Like when you're on a walk,
Right.
maybe you've been out there for a little while, you're getting a little gassed, or you're on some uneven pavement and you like drag your foot on a step. You're like, got it. Even I do that. And I'm like, come on, pick your feet up, Eric.
Yeah.
Be a man. Yeah. I see people walking like that. I'm just like, give up on life. Just go in the river. Don't pick your feet up.
Yeah, that is annoying.
So that's another one of mine. So
okay.
Pickleball here. Back to you. Did you say small hands?
Small hands. Small hands on a guy are weird to me.
Well, doesn't that go with the height though? Don't like shorter guys usually have smaller hands?
Well, there are some taller guys that have small hands. It's kind of it's weird. I don't, no. And you know what's so crazy is like if I'm out with somebody, like I immediately go to these certain points on a person.
Okay.
And I'm like A, B, C, D, and that's like my immediate look over. And like then it's already in my head, like, all right, hands are good, this is good, like it's crazy.
So if you're out and about with your friends and a guy approaches you who's like 5'6" and looks like he struggles to like hold on to a slider hamburger,
right?
You're immediately like, keep walking, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
And while you're walking, pick your feet up.
Right.
You're close enough to the ground. Gravity doesn't affect you as much.
Right.
Okay. Mouth chew. Oh, God. And if he's chomping his gum on the way over.
Exactly.
Keep on walking.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is, this is a double one here.
Okay.
Either has no humor.
Right.
Or is easily offended by my dark humor. And
that's so funny because that's on my list also. I have is not funny or doesn't get my sense of humor.
Yeah.
I have the same thing. Yeah.
Like we all get it. Dead babies, it's terrible. It's the worst thing in the world. But Come on, we've all laughed at a dead baby joke. It's okay. All right, as long as it's not an actual dead baby.
Right.
But you can laugh at those things. But yeah, like, people just have no humor, or
No.
you say something a little off. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm
Nobody.
sorry. I'm
Everybody's
sorry,
offended
Queen
anymore.
Mary.
Yeah. Everybody's offended.
Yeah, everybody's offended. I'm offended by your offense.
Right.
So
back to me.
So there we
Okay.
go. So we both have humor.
Yeah. So I
No
could
humor,
cross that
I
one
should
off.
say. You can cross
Yeah.
that one off. Okay.
So what goes hand in hand with the small hands is guys that have long fingernails drive me crazy.
That's just bad hygiene.
Yeah, like guys that keep their nails longer for men, I think that is like disgusting.
Yeah. No, I would have to agree with that as well.
Like
You gotta
clip your
maintain
nails.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have it on the list, but it did make me think of something, and I think it's universal. It can go both ways.
Mhm.
Men and women who use too much cologne / perfume.
Okay.
What are your feelings on that? Like, if I can get like old time Looney Tunes scents in my nose, picking me up and wafting me away before you've appeared,
Right.
you're wearing too much.
I don't I'm trying to think. How do I feel about that? I like when guys smell good and you can smell a man around you. Like,
Yeah.
that's one of my qualifications, okay? Which we're not going down that road.
Spoiler alert, relax.
So I don't have a problem with, because to guys, like if a beautiful chick walks by, men will turn heads.
Yeah.
And I feel like for women, if a man smells good and you didn't even look at him, you're turning around.
Yeah.
That has happened to me.
And again,
like, I'm like, who is that?
I'm not against cologne or perfume. I'm just saying people who wear
Bathe in
too
it.
much of it. Yeah.
Right.
Like, did you shower today, or did you shower in your
3 days ago?
3 days ago? Yeah.
Just dump the bottle on.
I put this on. Oh yeah, I can tell. I go through one bottle a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my next one is, I would say, and I think a lot of people would agree with this one, if you are a bad kisser. That is an automatic drop.
I feel like bad kisser is like a double whammy, because you've clearly made it to a point where you're like, hey, I like this person. I'm attracted to this person. I've been around this person long enough. Salem, if you stop licking every bag in here, I'm going to throw you outside. Which will go perfectly with my next thing. But yeah, if you've made it to the point you're like, I'm going to kiss this person. So
Right.
they've done good. They've done
Yes.
well. They've checked a lot of boxes. And then you get to this.
You got through the disqualification process.
You've passed. You've moved on to the next level in the hiring phase. And then it's like, oh, this guy lied on his fucking resume.
Right.
So it's like a double whammy. It's like, one, you're not good at this. Two,
yeah.
I had such high hopes.
But that's a big deal, though.
It is a big deal. Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, he may check all the boxes of your, he has, the height and the bigger hands, and he doesn't chew like a cow. And then he comes and kisses you, and it's like terrible, which, we've all had a bad kiss before. And it just, I mean, where do you go from there? How do you work with that?
It's now there's always,
like, do you tell the person, like, would you tell somebody, like, oh man, like,
see, I think if you've made it to the point where it's a bad kiss, right? Like if you're on a first date,
okay,
and everything's gone well, and you end the night, and you're like, oh, that kiss was no good.
Well, yeah, because
I
of,
give
like, you're
some,
nervous.
yeah, there's some
whatever.
nerves,
okay,
both sides, maybe.
But then if the second time around it's the same thing, it's done. Like, there's no fixing that.
Yeah. Second,
like, I'm not teaching you how to kiss somebody. Yeah, like, there's no teaching somebody.
No. Not our age. If you don't know how to kiss.
No. If you don't know how to kiss by now, you're lost cause.
The only thing you'll be kissing is my ass. Goodbye.
Right.
So yes, bad kissers.
Bad kissers.
Um. So my next one, and he's already
Uh,
back because back over there eating the plant. Oh, I wonder why that plant doesn't grow, Salem. People who don't like animals.
oh yeah, that's
And
a
I
good
don't
one.
mean, and I don't mean people who have like allergies. I don't like dogs. I don't like cats. I don't like whatever. I have allergies to animals. I
Right.
understand that, right? I get it.
Yes.
But yeah, people who just don't like animals in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
If you're like, oh, I'll be like, oh, hey, we can go to my place. I'll make us some tacos. Oh, I don't like tacos or cats. All right, just fuck off.
Right.
Because quite frankly, I like animals more than I like people.
Yeah, that's most people.
So if you don't like animals, that might be number one.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, but yeah.
I guess I could go to my number one. Here's my thing though. I did take a poll today.
Oh.
From other people, mostly men.
That's usually how polls work.
Well, I'm just saying.
Unless it's a stripper poll.
Oh my god. Of guys I work with, because I thought this was like a great question to ask. So I got a different perspective and got some of their answers, which I think are pretty good. But I will give you my number one.
Okay.
My number one pettiest disqualification is ugly shoes.
Okay.
You show up on a date and you're wearing some ugly ass shoes. That is the first thing that I look at when someone walks in the door for a date.
I've heard that a lot over the years. Not that I've done it, because
don't come to a date
I've heard
with
that a lot from a lot of women.
Some white New Balance daddy sneakers. Don't come with those ugly bowling looking shoes or any of that shit. I mean, and there here's an example. I used to work with somebody who I saw on a dating site years ago. And I would see him around campus at work. And I saw him in the cafeteria one day, and I looked down because that's like my first thing I look at. I look right down at the shoes, and I was like, Jesus Christ. He had these black dress shoes on that were probably very expensive. And they were the type of shoes that kind of square off on the front, like super thin, like square off, but then roll up like Joker shoes. Like where the tips of the front of the shoes like kind of go upwards. Yeah. And I was like, oh, hell no. Nope. I couldn't even look at them.
So wearing like Mexican cowboy boots?
No, they're just dress shoes. Like, I don't know if they were like these Italian, dress shoes, just straight black dress shoes, but the tips of the shoes curled up on the front, and it drove me literally insane. And I was like, I can't even look at this guy. Yeah, that's my number one petty disqualification. If you have ugly shoes, I don't even care.
I would ask him what his thought process was that day. What are you thinking about with these shoes? When you bought them, what were you thinking about? And then today, what were you thinking about?
There it is, people. There's my petty disqualification list, and hence why I'm still single.
That's all you have on your list?
No. But I had everybody else. I had all my other stuff that I asked people, what is their petty things, and I thought some of them were funny. So go ahead with your stuff, and you could come back to me.
I improper grammar.
Okay.
Which is probably incorrect to say. Like when somebody says supposedly.
Right.
That's not a word.
Right.
If somebody texts me a lot as one word.
Right.
I want to be like, that's 2 words, but okay. And then also people
I probably have done that, but that's phone error. Like my phone sometimes corrects and doesn't correct when it wants to. So don't hold me to that one.
People who say, oh man, let's go and get some espressos. It's espresso. There's no X in there. Okay. The only X that's in there will be me
Oh my
being your
god.
ex and leaving. So
Right.
yeah, that's one. Another petty one of mine, lack of using blinkers. You're driving, you don't use blinkers. It's like, how inconsiderate are you? Use blinkers. And it also leads to this one here: people who don't put their shopping carts back.
Yeah, but we're talking about like, is this like, are we talking people in general or like people on dates? This is what
I'm talking like if
we're
you're
going. We're
on a
going
date
way.
or
We're
you're
going
with
general.
somebody, if you're on a date or you're with
So
somebody
you're shopping together.
you see these habits, you're like,
Mm,
what kind of a monster are you?
yeah.
It's just lack of caring about
I
other
do have
people.
other little things like guys with ugly feet can't have.
So
Mine are mostly
dwarf
like
feet.
you know, like you said, like hygiene, like keeping yourself together, like guys who don't dress nice or shave or like keep your ear hair in check, like stuff like that. Like, why do you got to be a barbarian? Like, take
Look
care
like
of
you're
yourself.
trying. Look like you're
Exactly.
trying.
Exactly.
How do you feel about the one uppers?
One uppers.
Yeah, like when you're like telling a story or going over something, and
I
you're like, "Oh
fucking
man, I was
hate
out.
one
I had four
uppers.
drinker. Yeah, well, I had seven. Okay,
I can't
okay.
stand that shit.
This isn't a competition. I'm telling you a story.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah, those are
They're
the
the worst.
worst.
And that goes for friends as well. If you have friends that are one uppers, stop being their
Right.
friends.
Like, I hate the one upper.
One uppers are
Like the big,
terrible.
whose dick is bigger?
It's like sometimes it's not even that. You're just like telling a story, and somebody feels like they. I
Right.
don't know if it's because they have nothing else to actually add to the story.
Right.
They're just like, oh yeah, well I did this. Okay, great. I'm just telling you something I did. Not
Right.
saying I'm better than you. Most of my
Yeah.
stories are telling people things that aren't better. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm clearly worse.
And I did have another one on here that I'm looking at down my list here. You know, like I said, like when you're on the dating sites and everybody has like if they're uh spiritual or you know, whatever they are, right? Like I will swipe on people who are atheists.
Okay.
Like people who don't believe in anything, like I can't have. So
Okay.
that was another one.
So that leads to your beginning of profile. It's a
Yes.
belief. It's a belief thing, right? I understand that.
Yeah, like you when you're going through like you're skimming their stuff and you're like, okay. And then you're like, oh, this is good. He's, you know, 6'4", he's blah blah blah. He doesn't smoke. Smokers. Smokers are another one. Can't have it.
What about cigars? Does that count?
Yeah, cigars are fine.
Okay.
Smokers are not.
Smokers.
But
I only smoke on the dance floor.
but you know, you read through their shit and then it's like, oh, I'm an atheist. And you're like, what? Okay. No. Because we would never get like you're so incompatible there, like that would never work.
See, I don't
Like
think
if
I don't think that one's a petty one though. That's
no,
like
it's
a
not
legit
it's not
disqualification for
yeah,
you.
it's a
I
legit
understand that.
disqualification.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So what else do you got?
Well, since you went very serious there, I will also go
I'm
very
sorry.
serious on my next one. Disney adults.
Ah, God, you got some good ones.
What's that? What is that all about?
I don't even know.
You
I
know that
think
you're
that's
like
I
42 and don't have children. Why are you obsessed with Disney?
I think that's pure weirdness.
Don't get me wrong. I love The Lion King as much as anybody. Okay. I'll sing some
No.
Lion King songs randomly. All right. But I don't go, wow, I can't wait to plunk down 5K to go down to Florida to stand in humidity and long lines for hours for absolutely no reason. But hey, Donald
And
Duck on my sweatshirt
wear the Mickey ears.
and wear the Mickey ears.
Yes.
Yeah. Disney adults, there should be a case study on that if there isn't one already. There should be a case study. And right? We all have our
We're
things.
we're probably offending so many people tonight, but whatever.
That's fine. I tell you, there's channels I watch on YouTube that are just 6 hours long of like a random Saturday morning in the 80s that just plays all the cartoons and commercials. And I'm like,
Right.
I love it. I feel safe. It's my
Yeah.
safe space. Right? We all have our things. But Disney adults, mm,
No, that's weird.
there's
I
just something
agree.
there. Um I'll also say, and I was gonna do it as a joke, but then I was like, oh, that's maybe not. And this is what I was writing down before. People who cut you off in conversations.
Uh, Let me tell you something, okay?
So
That
anyway, the
happens to
next thing I
me.
have here.
That happens to me all the time. And let me tell you, it is infuriating. I could be in a total conversation with someone and someone just cuts in, disregard that I'm actually talking to somebody, and just goes with whatever they have to say. That annoys the shit out of me. That happened to me over the weekend with my own family, by the way.
It cuts your momentum off. You're
Yeah,
like, I'm telling
I'm trying to
something, I got
tell
a
them a
story, I got
story
a
about
point.
something, and then no one's, and I literally look at somebody and I'm like, why am I talking? Because no one's listening. And then I just shut up. And then it's like I was never even talking. And that to me is the most ignorant and rude fucking thing anybody could possibly do to somebody. Wait your fucking turn.
Also, side note, hi, Cindy's mom and sisters. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's people who cut you off mid conversation. It is essentially the anyway
Yes.
of a conversation. Blah blah blah
Yes.
blah blah. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, you bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That was a good one.
Um,
Man, that
yeah.
got you fired
So
up.
I'm so yeah, it did because that right there just because I try to be very mindful of that because I don't like it. So I try to be very mindful of not doing it to other people because it's fucking rude. And it's just like, are you kidding me? And then when you stop talking completely and they don't even notice that you even stopped talking because they weren't listening to begin with,
Yeah.
sets me next level.
Is it worse if they don't notice that you were
Yes.
talking, or is it worse that if you stop or you get up to leave or get ready to leave and like, what are you doing? Where are you going? What's that? What's wrong?
No, because you know what it is? It makes you feel invisible. Like, what the fuck am I even doing here? You know, that shit annoys the fuck out of me.
I'd
Sorry for the constant F bombing, but that's one
I
thing that drives me crazy.
I'd like to be invisible sometimes.
Sorry. Now you're getting me fired up tonight now.
Jesus Christ. Golly.
Anyway, so okay, so let me go over some of my poll that
Okay.
I took here. Okay. So I asked guys that I work with uh what would be their disqualifications for a date if they now mind you these people are married and haven't dated in years, but
Mm-hmm.
um what would be some of their disqualifications? So the one thing that I thought was great, one of the guys said cankles.
Yes. 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 A million times. Yes.
Cankle. I could die. I was like, that's beautiful. That was like I put a star next to that one. I was like, that one's great. Cankles.
Cankles to me come in like a bad kisser.
Yes.
Like you're like, oh wow, I'm really digging her. This is great. I'm really having a good time. Conversations are flowing. Just a
Right.
real connection. You feel great. And then, next time, or you're like, hey, let's go for a walk, or it's warm outside, and then you just see the knee and then the leg
Right.
and then sneaker, and you're just like, God, what the fuck? You're missing a part.
Right.
How does that? I've sprained my ankles a billion times, bad, quite a few times. If they swell up, I don't think they've ever turned into cankles.
Yeah. Cankles. Now, to go with that,
God
okay?
damn. Mm-hmm.
To go with that, big feet in small sandals where your feet are like, Play-Doh, where like your flesh is literally oozing out of the sandal and
Yeah.
all the straps. Yeah, that was another one.
It's worse if they're wearing Crocs.
Hey, I wear Crocs.
And it no, but I'm saying it's worse if they're wearing Crocs and it starts coming through like it's
through the holes.
Like the Play-Doh haircut thing where you push it up.
Right.
And it scoots there. Yeah, that's even worse on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that one.
Okay.
So basically your guys are giving your feet so far. But
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else they got for us? What's on here?
They pointless stories.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Pointless stories where someone's just talking and you just don't give a shit.
Like, I try not to have pointless stories. Like, if I'm out and about, whether I'm with friends or on a date or going over legal advice for something I've done, whatever it happens to be, I like to make up little stories for people that are in the bar.
Right.
So, is it a pointless story? Yes, but I think it's at least entertaining.
But I think it's more like the people who just don't shut the fuck up. That they're rambling, where they're talkers and they're just like, and you're just like, I can't.
Those are the people that it's okay to cut off mid-conversation.
Yes. Like,
you're like, oh my God,
I
Jimmy
have
Hoffa.
to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then never come back.
Crawl out the window.
Right.
Unless they're married and pregnant.
Right.
Then
they may need a cigarette.
Then get them a cigarette, escort them outside.
Right. Do you want another one, or
would you like another one? Cigarette, not child.
No, I mean another one from my list.
Oh yeah, of course.
I got another one here. I don't even know if I want to say this one.
I have to.
Her face sucks.
Now, you have to be more descriptive than that. You're hoping her face sucks. But there's a difference between her face sucks and her face sucks. Like a butter face?
Like she's not attractive.
But the rest is good? Like, are we talking about a butter face?
We'll say butterface.
Well, that's what paper bags are for.
Oh my God. So that's another one.
Mom, don't listen to this episode.
No. You got any more? Because I could keep going here. So.
Butterfaces. I have my
I don't want to leave you out.
I have my big question, but I'm saving that because we still have some time. I'll just go real quick on these next two because they're not super important, especially the second one isn't that one. The second one's kind of more of a joke. Okay. Rude to employees or staff.
Yes, terrible. That deserves a punch in the face.
Well, that's what you try to do.
That deserves a straight punch in the face, and then you walk out because I can't stand people like that. At
Garrity's, not a sponsor.
Right, I forgot about my story. Yes.
Again, but it leads to like people who are rude to employees and staff. Right. To me, it's the same thing. Like they don't put their shopping carts back. They don't use like their blinkers, things like that. It's a total disregard for other people. You have first character syndrome. You think you're the most important person and everybody else is just characters in your story. Mm-hmm. So they all tie together. So yeah, that's a good personality trait tell right there. And then the second one I have here that's serious but not serious. People who purposely root against your teams.
Who are you talking about?
No, nobody in particular.
No.
Just for no other apparent reason than who are you going for? I'm going for the opposite.
And that's a disqualification, huh?
That's a disqualification.
Oh man.
1-1 by the way.
I'm out, everybody. I'm out.
1-1 by the way. I just want to put that out there.
1-1.
We actually scored a run today.
Oh, what's the inning?
Top of the third.
We got a long time to go yet.
No, I know. So yeah, there we go. So those are mine.
So
So what else do you have here?
I'm automatically disqualified. Sorry, I'm filling up my drink.
I don't say shit about your Phillies and your anal retentiveness about finding a particular T-shirt or hoodie. What about this one? I don't like it. This one, no. This one here, don't like it. Oh, okay.
I know what I'm looking for, and nothing is what I want. And until I find it, then I will buy it. Did I tell you? I didn't tell you this. When I was in Cape May, they had a powder blue Phillies hoodie that I would love, but I didn't get it because I don't need another fucking hoodie.
We always need another hoodie.
I'm not going to the Phillies in December. I need a T-shirt to go to the Phillies game in. And so
this is Pennsylvania. It'll be freezing at the end of September.
Well, I didn't get it, so it is what it is. But I did buy a navy blue one that has the red Phillies across the chest. So
it's not navy blue. You showed me the picture. That's royal blue.
Royal blue. Whatever. Jeez.
There's a difference. Does the United States Navy wear royal blue? No, we do not.
Okay. Jeez. Another disqualification. Can't get colors right.
Can't
get colors straight. Okay, back to my list. Are you done now?
I'm done with my list, yeah.
Okay, so another one. Too much makeup.
Yeah. What are you
Agree?
hiding? What are you hiding? Agree. Oh, 100% agree.
Okay.
Too much makeup? Yeah, okay. I'm cool.
Too much makeup?
Too much makeup? Absolutely not. If you got some makeup on or no makeup, I like natural as well, right?
Do you think I wear too much makeup? You've seen me in person. Do I wear too much makeup?
Yes, I've seen you in person. No, I don't. You don't wear too much makeup.
Okay.
No, there's some people, and you've seen them as well, that look like fucking Joker coming out here.
Well, like the extra eyelashes and all that extra.
If your face and neck don't match in color,
that's a problem.
And it's not due to tanning or sun, then yeah, be better. Work on that
foundation color and blending.
Even I know that.
Right. Okay, so I got any woman, I should say, over 6 feet is disqualified.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. If I ran into like an attractive WNBA player, first of all, I'm buying dinner because we all know she can't afford it. WNBA makes no money.
Right.
But yeah, like a 6'8" Amazonian woman, absolutely. Like I'm 6'3", everybody's shorter than me. Like if I ran into a attractive, taller woman, I'd be like, oh, this is what it feels like? This is awesome. Pick me up.
Pick me up.
I don't mean on a ride. I mean, pick me up.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, This is what it's like. I can be the little spoon for real.
You don't want to be the little spoon.
Over 6 foot? Absolutely no. That's not a disqualification. Not my.
Not a disqual? No. Okay.
No.
Over exaggerated body parts. Meaning
like
lips,
massive fake boobs,
lips, facial work. This includes boobs.
A little nip tuck. Yeah, I get it. If you have the means to do it, and you get a somewhat reasonable nip tuck, a little injection here or there, a little lift. Okay, great. That's fine. But yeah, you just come
I'm saying
out
I feel like guys prefer real everything compared to the constant blowing up of everything.
I think if it's all
That's
within means,
that's what I'm getting from my consensus of people. Like they rather the real boob, they rather real
well,
lips,
yeah,
they rather
yeah.
real stuff, not the fake shit that everybody's doing
I
these days.
say I say I prefer real, but I will take some. What's the best terminology? I'll take some software upgrades as long as it's still relatively close to
Natural.
original. I don't have a problem with fake boobs that are like a legit, like, oh yeah, that looks like it fits your body. It looks like what your body would have anyway. Your
Right.
lips, they filled out, you filled them out a little bit because of whatever happened, or just one filled out a little bit because maybe you never had thick, full lips. All
Right.
right, but you bought expensive lipstick. All right, great.
Right.
But you still look natural as long as you're still relatively close to natural, that everything you do fits your body frame as is, then yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, somebody who,
I'm saying we're talking over exaggerating.
yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Right. Okay. Um, I did
Because at
just
some point you're going to be 84 with like
right
36 quadruple D's.
and look like a
Yeah,
yeah.
I got arthritis in my hands. They're useless to me now. I can't do anything with those.
And the very last one that I have is unibrows.
Yeah. Oh, on a woman?
Yeah.
A man or a woman.
Right. Either.
Like again, it's self care. Because if you have a unibrow there, that tells me everything else is just free flowing, no attention to detail.
Oh,
You know, you ain't here trying to win shit.
right.
This is how I am. Love it or leave it. Okay, leave it. Bye.
Right.
So yeah, either way, I can go with that.
That is my list, people. That's the petty disqualifications that I have for myself and others.
All good.
That's all I got.
All good.
Yeah.
So here is the question that came to me
Okay.
on my walk today,
Okay.
as I needed to get out. For one, I took my walks anyway, but two, I was like, I need air because it was struggle bus morning at work, and I was like, I got to get out. And this is what came to me: do you think you need to have similar interests with the person you're with, or do you think it's more important to have similar hates of the person you're with?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's like, oh, you're both into hiking, and you're both into parasailing, and
I
you're both
think
into whatever horse shit. Like, is that better, or it's like,
I think both.
okay,
I feel like you have to have your interests like anybody, right? But you also to me, I think it's funny to have the same hates. I mean, I think that's hysterical.
I think, listen, the couple that hates together
Stays together.
stays together. Okay, that's my feeling. If you hate the same things, because I think it's important to, yes, you got to have some similar interests, obviously,
Right.
but I think it's also important to have separate interests from one another. That way you
Well,
can still
yeah.
do your stuff and be you and be your individual person, and I can still do my stuff and be my individual person. Like people who are just up each other's ass 24/7,
No.
that's why people cheat and do other stupid things, because they're just like, I got to get away from, I don't want to be with me. Why would I want to be with me?
Right.
But no, you hate the same things. Oh yeah, you get a lot of mileage out of that. You hate a lot of the same stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Put me down for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's hysterical. That's a good question.
There you go. Well, I mean, I can't help it that I'm a good host. It's
Here we go again with this.
comes
good host.
naturally.
I'm a good co-host. So
You are. You're a great co-host.
I rattle this stuff off. We have no problems here. So.
And that's not just the heat stroke I'm going through.
No.
Making me say that.
That's not the wine talking either.
You be drinking wine this whole time?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I have to finish it. I opened stuff over the weekend, and I brought it home, so I'm finishing it because it's not going to last much longer. So that's why I'm drinking it. So why not? Why not tonight?
Why not? Why not? Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish this and go get an espresso.
Oh.
It's a joke. I'm not getting an espresso.
No espressos before bed.
Espresso.
Espresso.
Hey man, can I get one of them espressos? Donde Estel Totitos.
And I just want to apologize for my constant laughing. I hate when I play this back and all I do is hear myself laugh in the background. It drives me nuts. So it has to drive everybody nuts.
Again, I can't help it that I'm entertaining and funny and
God,
but hey, we don't want spoilers for next week.
God. Fluff the ego. Fluffing it tonight.
It's fluffed up. Ego is up like my body temperature. Everything is going. What's going on back here? Let's see. Still 1-1. Oh, fucking Nestor Cortez is pitching. You're gonna win tonight. God damn.
Yes.
Great.
We still need to talk about that wager.
This week's that'll be this week's poll question. What should the wager be for Wednesday?
Yes.
Since somebody doesn't have any secrets worth
exposing.
I don't.
I don't. I really don't. It's got to be a better wager than that.
Make something.
And people don't even know what we're talking about. So
the wager is on the Orioles Yankees game.
Yes.
Who wins on Wednesday? Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is the first, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know because my shipments don't arrive on time, so I don't know what days. I have selected the Yankees, obviously, and you have selected the Orioles because I have selected the Yankees.
Right.
Because
totally against you.
Totally against me. Meanwhile, since we're on here, I listen. We got time to burn. We didn't quite make it an hour.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Where are we at?
52 minutes.
I thought this was going to be like an hour and a half, like going through this, because sometimes we ramble on about things, and we kept it pretty. No, we kept a good pace.
We ran a very good show into the last 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So to everybody who's still listening, thank you, and everybody who's not, it doesn't really matter because you're not listening. So
right.
But thanks for the listen.
Yes. So what were you saying?
Oh,
since we have time,
I don't know anymore.
You're like, since we have time,
I cut myself.
We were going over.
I was going to look at the Phillies, see how your Phillies are doing.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't give you shit for them ever, but it's all right. That's fine. So we did disqualifications this week. Next week, qualifications.
Yes.
Which should be about a 6 to 7 minute show.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So we got to come up with other things to talk about.
Can't wait. There's a sneak preview. I know everybody's intrigued. They're like, "Oh, good, a short one for once."
You're right.
But no, that's all we got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Last word. Boral.
I did have something that I was going to read, but it doesn't really go with this whole thing. So I'm going to save it.
Nothing goes with this. Just say it.
No, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save that one for maybe next week. It'll go better with next week. So I don't have any words of wisdom. Again, okay, don't cut people off when they're trying to talk. There's something. Again, like I say, most times, don't be an asshole. Try not to be anyway. We have enough of them. I think that's just going to be my statement every time. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
We'll get t-shirts made.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Be in the merch store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. That's a good one. That's a good way to end. I don't
Any
really
words of
have.
wisdom?
I mean, I can get. You want me to give you a coaching words of wisdom?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. What's a good coaching words of wisdom? Really get these guys fired up.
Yeah.
Discipline isn't conditioning your brain, or discipline is conditioning your brain to not give a shit if it's hard, or if it hurts, or if it sucks. If it's just if it needs to get done, it gets done. Period.
Good one.
That's fine. I'll give you my the one my guys always love next week.
Okay.
The lion story. I got to get my Christopher Walken voice ready. It's a lie. It's a lion. It's a lion. Huge, man. Okay, well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Apologies for Cynthia's F-bombs every 8 seconds. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but...
Am I laughing?
And you're laughing.
You know, I did feel like... I feel like we haven't done this in a while. Like, I feel like because we're not doing... We're pushing it to Tuesdays now. So I feel like it's been a while since we did the last one.
Yeah, a week.
I know, but it just feels longer.
Like when we did them on Sundays, and then we would do it the next Sunday, which was a week.
I know.
So weird how time works that way. It's crazy.
Oh, God. I can't with you.
Good night, everybody.
So long.
Well, that's it for today's episode, boys and girls. I hope everybody enjoyed the show and were entertained, thought-provoking, as always. And just so everybody knows, Salem is fine, laying down, relaxing, under the fan. He's living the high life. But thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come in, give a listen. And we're always open to feedback. So if you have something that you'd like us to talk about or something that you would think you can add and maybe be a guest, let us know. But until next time, remember, ice your cankles. And if you don't find somebody with similar interests, that's fine. Just find somebody that has similar hates.